All right, well, moving on, it looks like JayZ might have some explaining to do, y'all. Check this out. So apparently a 28-year-old Maryland woman by the name of Letitia Macer is claiming to be Hove's, check this out, y'all, long-lost daughter. Wow.
Okay.
Now, Letitia claims that she's been told her entire life by her family that JayZ is her biological father and that JayZ and her mom used to hook up in the 90s.
JayZ has built his life, his image, and his empire on one thing: control. Control of his music, control of his business, control of the narratives that surround his name. For decades he has mastered the art of silence, dodging questions, outmaneuvering scandals.
Look, when Jay signed his contract, the big one was with Beyonce. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. Now those fucking trophies, trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right, man. I mean, look, if you look at his career,
You're gonna let him say that?
Jay was getting Grammys.
he had one.
Exactly.
He had one.
And he ain't show up.
No, he has like 20 now.
Hold on.
He had like 18 since he been down. Look, he had one, bro. Hard Knock Life.
You're not wrong. At the same time.
After that, he got them shits. He's like drinking. His pictures with him like fucking thinks the cup.
Wait a minute. So you're saying the success is derived from the marriage?
I've absolutely been treated differently.
The accolades.
Because
from
he's
the
no
marriage.
longer viewed as what, like a street or gangster rapper. Now he's viewed as a businessman, entrepreneur, family man.
And the biggest ones because of the position Beyonce's.
Oh, wow.
Right? You were connected to the biggest.
Jay got it for the music. Jay got it for the music.
I'm saying shit you didn't see.
He deserved those.
I'm sitting there, it was like this, like Black excellence. They're sitting there like, yeah. It's the billionaire brunch. You're like,
I hate you, man.
unaware of anything going on here. This is the one time I'm gonna be with you niggas this year. Come on, bro.
That's crazy. He just looking at his watch during the whole Rock Nation, bro. Like, is it 3:30?
Yeah, it's almost time to get out. What the fuck is that? Yo, I feel like I'm normal again. Get me out of here.
Oh, wow. So that's the deal he signed, huh?
Yeah, that's the deal. Like, the other ones didn't count as much as that one did.
Oh, yeah, before I forget this, we talked about Jay. Proximity to Diddy. You don't think he knew anything? He's seemingly around Diddy a lot.
No, that was a real suburb question.
I know, right?
Proximity.
And the proximity.
Proximity. That's the SAT hit parade word. I had to learn that.
Jim, do you think he fucking knew all of the shit that was going on? Yeah, that was like a...
I don't want to incriminate myself.
I know, but the way he said it,
Like I said,
no matter how you answer that shit, you snitching.
That was a nice kind of question.
You asked the question like a fan.
hey, I grew up with white people, but it's one thing I know is how to get a black guy in trouble.
But it's a great question. Yo, just give him the Happy Meal before you ask him to snitch, bro.
He said, damn, they wasn't even drinking.
Speaking of, how the hell you pronounce Lechem?
Le chemin de roi.
Okay.
It's the King's Path.
King's Path.
Chemin de roi.
Because I know Branson.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
the one I pronounce.
Branson. That's the Branson lifestyle. You're going to be outside.
Biff, you're not worried that if you throw little and you don't throw out allegations, but like you kind of poke fun at them.
You just ask questions.
You're not worried that it comes back your way? Like people dig up your past and try to pull stuff up?
I don't got that shit in my past. I'm not.
Everybody got a little bit.
Look,
Like, not that it's real enough.
I took a pill, but it was for me to perform better. For her to remember, buddy. I didn't fucking give her a drink so she forget what the fuck happened. What the fuck is going on here, bro? Yes, I took the drug. I gave me the fucking drug to perform. So she could remember and possibly love me for that.
Did it work?
What the fuck? This is, yo, bro, look, I'm doing pretty good. Like, doing pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm just saying, this is the opposite of normal shit that we're talking.
And reshaping the story when it threatened to go in the wrong direction. But what happens when the truth comes knocking in a way too loud to ignore? What happens when the carefully protected walls begin to crack? That's exactly the storm that's shaking the industry right now. Because in a moment that no one saw coming, 50 Cent, one of hip-hop's most ruthless truth-tellers, decided to lift the lid on something JayZ has allegedly been hiding for years. And this time, the revelation is so personal, so damning, and so explosive that even JayZ himself, the man who never flinches, reportedly lost it completely. It was in typical 50 Cent fashion, brash, unapologetic, and direct, with the kind of confidence only he possesses. 50 didn't just throw shade, he lit a fire. He claimed that JayZ, the billionaire mogul who has projected an image of loyalty, family, and integrity alongside Beyoncé, has been keeping one of the darkest secrets imaginable, a hidden daughter, not a distant rumor, not a whisper from the tabloids, but a claim said with conviction that—
Talking about, bro.
That is why. I don't know why it's so hard for people
So
just
for
to
people to
acknowledge
feel
weird
like
shit is
you
weird.
would have something, or you would have reserved energy because you feel like you was doing it too. This is people that are looking on the separation between their hardships or their the things that they got going on that would be issues, and what a celebrity's issues would be.
Wait, what does that mean?
They think all celebrities are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Right, and when you see, if I wasn't saying anything, guess what? You could safely say that a person on the outskirts that is not involved in hip hop culture could think that everybody in hip hop culture is with that shit.
So by you, you're good, bro. You're fucking good.
Yeah.
He's protecting hip hop.
Yeah.
If you don't speak out and make them the weirdos, then they're gonna think everybody's
Every
like
single
that.
person is like that involved in hip hop culture.
Makes you think, did Jay do it?
Shut up. He's in trouble. We live in New York, bro.
No.
We live here.
No, free
saying.
JayZ.
I'm just saying.
Shout out Mufasa. We all gonna go and support. Yo, we can all see.
You are crazy. That was the craziest thing. I literally.
What's
bro,
the lady at Rock Nation? I gotta send her that.
You don't feel like that happened the same day, bro. They came out the day before, the next day
I
was
was eating Raisin Bran. Okay, I'm eating Raisin Bran. I got my daughter in my arm. I'm scrolling, right? I see somebody screenshot your shit. Is Jay and the whole family at the Mufasa fair? And then the comment is 50 said, Jay said, they said I a 13-year-old. Let's go watch Mufasa.
Everybody get dressed. We're going to see Mufasa right now. I just think it was a good look, like angling yourself as
a family man.
Yes.
But they had to go to the premiere,
that
bro.
was planned already. I'm
They had to go to the
bro.
premiere.
And I realized that later, but I'm just saying to you, I haven't seen him in a long time. That's all I'm saying. When I hadn't seen him in a long time, and then I heard this shit, and then I looked and I saw Mufasa, I said, whoa. That's all that fucking happened, bro. You think this is at my phone? This is my phone. This is happening at real time. I'm going, yo. He said, yo.
You just gotta say everyone gets these jokes, bro. That's what you gotta say.
Yeah, no.
Rappers, listen, comedians are new rappers, bro. That's
why
the
do
thing.
people come to my page, bro?
That's true.
I know what I'm
You
saying.
know what they say?
That is true.
Well, you don't think you're gonna have me next? Yeah, that's what they say to me, buddy. Well, you're next, buddy. You're fucking, you're laughing at this.
Then you're not worried at all.
Why?
Because you don't got nothing.
I don't have it.
All right.
There's no girls gonna come out.
Why you sound skeptical?
Because I think there are some women
Damn,
that are
Al.
like, no,
Yeah,
I
what's
think
up with
there's
this
some
guy?
women that are like,
This guy's supposed to be from Queens, bro.
let me cook.
Fucked up experience.
You kick him off the corner one time.
No, what I'm saying is I know a couple of exes that fucking throw me under the bus.
You should let him have the corner. None of this.
cut directly into Jay's most protected image as a husband, father, and cultural icon. And the moment those words left 50's mouth, everything around Jay seemed to shake. The empire he built started to feel fragile. His cool, unbothered exterior cracked. And for the first time in a long time, the world got a glimpse of a JayZ who wasn't in control. Those close to him described the reaction as volcanic. Jay reportedly went silent for a moment, staring in disbelief, before erupting in anger, his voice raised, his composure shattered, his calm demeanor gone. He couldn't believe that something this personal, something this hidden, could be dragged out into the open. For decades, he has faced critics, competitors, and controversies, but none of them cut like this, because this wasn't about his music, his deals, or even his marriage scandals. This was about blood. This was about the possibility of a daughter out there whose very existence could shatter everything he has presented to the public. The world reacted instantly. Social media
But take a look at this clip she posted on IG detailing the relationship. Check this out.
My name is Letitia Macer from Cambridge, Maryland. My mom, her name is Lisa Macer. She has multiple sclerosis. I've been hearing that JayZ was my father all my life. There's no way that he can deny anything. I was gonna leave it alone. They brought me one of those ancestry tests. Finally, I get some type of answers. He knows that I exist.
Wow,
She kind of looks like JayZ.
They
do look alike.
But y'all don't think this child know who her daddy is. This girl know who her daddy is, and JayZ knows that he may be her daddy. But Beyonce threatening his life not to let nobody know that he got an outside child beside little Blue Ivy. I mean, of course he gonna sit there and shut up. But I feel sorry for her, honey. She's like a love child.
Do you guys think she has a case, or is she clout chasing?
I mean, on the strength of that nose alone, Maury would be like, "You are the father," just on the nose. But at the end of the day,
there's not gonna be any dancing.
Yeah, I mean, don't chase nobody who don't want to be caught. If people don't want to claim you, you know what? That's their loss. She might be a great human being, and they just won't have the opportunity to, to really interact with her. But don't make this be, what you...
Rymere Satterwhite, Wanda's son. She had it when she was 16. It takes 40 weeks to cook a baby. That means she was 15 when she got pregnant. Age of consent in Pennsylvania is 17. Was then, is now. And she was taken across state lines from Pennsylvania to an apartment in New York. Oops.
Oh, the detail.
That's how Rymere Satterwhite made it into this world. Take the test, nigga. That's fine. We'll give you don't know Diddy. Take the test. You've been ducking this boy's DNA for all his life. Take the test. Do something. You've been dead beating it your whole life. Meanwhile, your daughter's looking more like somebody you used to be with than somebody you married to. Hold on.
Bloated with debates. Fans couldn't process what they were hearing. Some dismissed it, calling it another one of 50's infamous stunts to get attention, reminding everyone of his long history of stirring drama and exposing people. But others weren't so quick to laugh it off. They pointed to the whispers that have surrounded JayZ for years, rumors of secret children, quiet allegations that never quite disappeared, and past situations that hinted there could be more to the story than Jay wanted to admit. The more people dug, the more they realized this wasn't just some wild fantasy cooked up by 50. It fit a pattern, one that JayZ had worked tirelessly to bury. For Jay, the timing couldn't be worse. He's already facing relentless scrutiny over his alleged son Rymere, a young man who has been fighting for years to prove his connection to the rapper through court filings and public pleas. That case alone has been enough to keep Jay in uncomfortable headlines he has fought to avoid. But now, with 50 Cent adding fuel to the fire by bringing up the possibility of a daughter, the weight of these allegations is heavier than ever before. If one child can threaten to bring down his empire, imagine what two could do.
And I said that to all of their faces. Well, nobody playing with Harvey Leviathan and his merry band of liars. Isn't that interesting? It's so funny. Everybody talks about, oh, she just clout chasing. Then why didn't I go and give me a moment with TMZ? They offered it to me on more than one occasion, and I told them to go off each time. So instead, they send their little black infiltrator. You know, they got so many weirdo black crash test dummies that work for that company. I don't understand it. I really don't. And considering it was June and the Juneteenth and all of these black traders, but it's just funny. It's so funny. So, they do. But they sent it back.
TMZ, they went live on the day of the jury reading, and Harvey himself, he seemed very surprised that the RICO charges did not stick.
He seemed surprised. You know how surprised. He looked as surprised as Beyonce did when she won that country album of the year. And everybody knew they bought that shit. He looked about as genuine as she did when she won that award.
Now you mentioned
Shout out
Armand.
to Atlanta PD. I hope you find the people that robbed her.
Oh, well, we're gonna circle back to that. Hold
No,
that
we
thought.
ain't got to circle back. That's all I got to say about it. I hope you find the people that robbed her.
Jaguar, do you have any inside knowledge of who robbed Beyonce?
No. And wouldn't care to know. I don't care. Why
Yeah, no,
would
they
they
got.
rob something that was more valuable so that they could get some insurance money since they're having problems getting loans these days?
No, to have some unreleased Beyonce music is. I mean, that's you're sitting on some gold there.
I don't know if you're sitting on gold or not. I don't know what it is. I can tell you whatever stole it from her. Good for you because she already stole it from somebody else. I mean, she steal all her records and everybody know that. So I don't know. Is it robbery? Or is it just, unlucky Monday?
It tells me that Atlanta is a grimy grimy place.
No, what it says is that people are desperate and willing to do anything to get a headline that detracts from the fact that that man, that her husband, who has been denying is his child for many years, is about to finally get that DNA result that everybody has been so desperately waiting for.
I mean, if it is,
I think they would do anything to slow that headline down. But then again, the only thing that headline slowed down was the headline that I was working on about Damore Hadley and her husband, Javon Hadley, who are victims of Rock Nation. I did a whole 4-part series about it. We still haven't even released part 4 yet. Want to know why? They came after 2 of our channels and took them down, but it's still up on my main channel. Copyright strikes for that they don't even know, but they made sure Desiree Perez's name was on it. I'll be getting around to you, Miss Gatz. Don't you? Laura Gatz will be getting around to you. You and Dr. Bober. It's really interesting how people don't want to see and believe.
What makes this even more brutal is the way 50 Cent delivered the revelation. He didn't come across as timid or hesitant. He came across as if he was daring Jay to respond, daring him to deny it, daring him to go to war over it. That's the 50 Cent strategy. He doesn't just expose, he provokes. And Jay's reaction, his fury, his inability to stay composed, only gave fuel to the fire. The moment Jay lost his cool, people started to believe there was truth behind the words. Because JayZ is not a man who breaks easily. For him to react this way means the bomb 50 dropped hit a nerve, and it hit it deep. Behind the scenes, sources say Jay's team went into crisis mode, damage control meetings, frantic phone calls, lawyers circling around trying to figure out the best way to shut the story down before it spread any further. Jay has always operated with an iron grip on his image, but this time, the grip seemed to slip, and the harder he tried to silence the whispers, the louder they became. Because in the
what would have happened if you let him have the corner? Would have been fine.
There's some opportunists. They'll just throw out the fucking.
But that's what I'm saying. So you had to have something. Look, if you already interacted with the person, right, and you hadn't had a bad experience, it would take more for them to say some of the shit that you see these people say. Right? Like, you go, what made you do? What made you, even when we part ways, and because a lot of times when we interact with people, they're not just having fun for tonight. They think we're bleeding into this hardcore relationship that may not materialize. Right? So I see what you're saying, where they can look and go, well, look, you met the girl in 2003. You hung out with her. You had a good time after the show with 30 girls there. You just went and y'all hung out, right? And y'all just part ways, right? So there's no negative things between it. But she can look up at the TV now, and you've been a success since then. Feel like that's my life. I was supposed to be there, and be upset with you and say something. But will it have any merit to it?
If I gotta keep
that
real,
woman hasn't been
you ain't always have the most amicable breakups. You remember where I think it's your baby moms, where it's like she was kind of speaking out, and then all of a sudden the house just got burnt down.
Yeah, but it happens. Left eye. She burned the house down.
This nigga is crazy.
No, my God, he goes, wow. So I know how you feel about me now. No. He's going. He's great. So
Who's the fan?
He saw me right the match.
I want my block back.
He goes, look, I have faith in our just justice.
I'm a
I
civilian
believe
now.
there will be consequences connected to those behaviors and actions that this brother is talking about.
Oh my agree, man.
Why is that a part of his thought process today while we're here having a good time?
That's a good ass point.
Look, you do have people that really, look, when you break up with them, they don't care about you anymore.
Yeah.
So they'll say things and you go, yeah, but it doesn't hold merit. It doesn't have any real.
Yeah, of course. After all
connection
these
to it.
years
That's
and
like,
you don't see nothing. Yeah,
like the girl that's just upset with you. She's just angry with you. She got you. And you go,
I thought the smartest thing Jay said in the statement was, if you really believe this happened, then press criminal charges. He said, pull up.
But I don't think that was.
Tell me.
Okay, look. Because of the statute of limitation, there is
there is no criminal. So it's a
so making a statement is to make people feel like.
But apparently, if she's under 18, didn't you say it still could be criminal?
Yeah.
He knows he's fed.
He used to be a cop. So you turned him into a cop. He used to sell drugs and then he became a police officer. Did you know that?
You say how to rob. Glorified security.
But you know what he would do? When they would arrest G-Unit guys, he would be like, yes. And he was in the court
every time. In support of public opinion, silence is guilt. And every day he doesn't directly address it. People start to wonder if maybe, just maybe, 50 Cent was telling the truth. And what does this mean for Beyonce? She has stood by Jay through infidelity scandals, public humiliation, and years of rumors. She has built a brand with him, a legacy intertwined with his. Together they've been seen as hip-hop royalty, a power couple untouchable and unshakable. But these new revelations cut deeper than anything before. Infidelity is one thing, but hiding a daughter? That shakes the very foundation of their marriage and their brand. Fans began speculating immediately. Would Beyonce stand by him if this turned out to be true? Would she finally step away from the man who has caused her so much public pain? Or would she stay silent, just as she has so many times before, protecting the empire even if it meant swallowing the truth? The disturbing part of all this isn't just the potential existence of a hidden daughter. It's the implication that JayZ, a man who built himself up from the streets to become one of the wealthiest, most powerful figures in music, might have sacrificed not just friendships or partnerships along the way, but family, to protect his empire, to protect his image. Did he leave someone behind? Did he deny the existence of a daughter who deserved recognition, love, and acknowledgement? If the allegations are true, it paints a picture of a man who prioritized legacy over life, money over morality, and silence over truth. And as always, 50 Cent seems to know exactly where to strike. He has never been afraid to use the truth, or even the possibility of truth, as a weapon. He thrives on exposing what others try to keep hidden, and his track record proves that when he speaks, the industry listens. He has made enemies, yes, but he has also made himself into a figure people can't ignore. When 50 says something, even if people doubt him, they still pay attention, and that's what makes this revelation so deadly. Even if only a fraction of people believe it, that fraction is enough to turn whispers into roars. Enough to keep JayZ's name tangled in scandal. This isn't just about a rapper and a rumor. This is about legacy. JayZ has spent decades building himself up not just as a musician, but as a mogul, a brand, a symbol of success against all odds. He has positioned himself as someone bigger than the game, someone untouchable. But this story proves that no one is untouchable. The bigger the empire, the louder the collapse. And right now, Jay's empire feels like it's shaking. The truth, or even the perception of truth, is a powerful weapon, and right now, that weapon is aimed directly at JayZ. His silence won't save him, his power won't shield him, his money won't erase the whispers, because once the world believes there's a hidden daughter, the world won't stop until it knows her name, her story, her truth, and if she steps into the light, if she decides to claim her place, JayZ's carefully protected empire could crumble in a way no one ever imagined. At the end of the day, this isn't just about beef. This isn't just about 50 Cent stirring trouble. This is about the fragility of legacies built on secrets. And as JayZ's furious reaction proves, the truth, or even the possibility of truth, is the one thing even the most powerful man in the game can't control. Would you like me to go even deeper into JayZ's history with similar past scandals? 50 Cent's role as a relentless exposer, and the potential cultural fallout if this alleged daughter ever comes forward, so the script stretches all the way to the full 20,000 characters you need.